Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of the Speak On It podcast. I am your host, Big Mike. Normally we usually start with fun and games. There was a senseless mass shooting this week, so I decided just to start the show cold. I can speak for all of us here. We send our condolences to the family of Lisa Lopez Galvin and all of those children that were wounded at the parade. We're going to have a fun show tonight. We're going to recap everything. I just thought it was important to set a tone and just acknowledge that there's still a lot of work that needs to be done in this country when it comes to gun control and senseless acts of violence. And again, we send our condolences. And with that, we will start the show. And with that, welcome everyone to the Speak On It podcast. I am your host, Big Mike. It has been a wild, fun week in sports, and we have a lot to do tonight on this week's episode. I am your host, Big Mike. I cannot do this alone. It is going to be a fun night. I can't do this alone. I've got the man producer, Podcast Poppy, in the building.
Debts are being paid.
Debts are being paid tonight. I can't wait. We got our man, the other half of Sunday Night Barretto. Steven Viper is in the building.
Yay! Debts are being paid. I love to see debts get paid, especially when they're hot.
It's going to be a hot one tonight. It's going to be a hot show. It's going to be on fire.
Dropping like hot ones hosts drop porn star girlfriends.
I love it. We're 2 minutes into the show. That's the first one.
Bang. Shit like that.
Speaking of debts being paid, the man that will be paying off our first debt tonight. But even though he's got debts to pay, he is riding high right now. I don't think in the history of this show has he been on a hotter win streak when it comes to predictions and just his overall tone. Everything is going right. Anthony is in the building, and I'm going to give him a round of applause because everything's going right for him right now.
Everything's going right. He has to spin the wheel tonight because of a wrong prediction.
Listen. We only live in the moment.
We'll live in that moment when we spin after.
Taylor Swift is up. Chiefs won, Niners lost. He's living good right now. Finally, last but not least, he is back. Our man Raz is in the building. The Raz counter has stopped, ladies and gentlemen. Raz is here.
Yes, so since we're talking about hot, about really acting well, on fire. Start really, by the way, gonna give you some props. I'm gonna give you some props, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you're only good as your last game. You're winning right now. So
you're only.
But we're forgetting he has to spin because of a terribly wrong prediction he made.
The hater formerly known as Dylan.
We will save that for later. So I spoke to the guys, and we are going to get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, I don't even know what this debt is for. It's been a while. But
March
Madness. What is this stuff?
What is this? This is March
Madness. No, not for me.
Yes, yeah. For you is March Madness.
I didn't lose March Madness.
Yes,
you came in last place in March Madness.
Did I?
Yeah. Yes. What do you mean?
I thought it was for something else.
What do you mean? Did you? You picked your championship team got eliminated in the first round.
Yeah, I remember that. You picked someone.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about the other March Madness.
Based off last year's March Madness?
Yeah, was this is a debt from last year's March Madness, which I won, by the way.
It's a new year.
Mike came in last place the year before and had to eat the hot chip.
Oh yeah.
And then
Anthony-
started talking shit and still lost to your boy.
I lost this year. I actually won 2 years ago, but whatever.
You didn't because you ate the
I did.
chip.
I did. I won. But regardless, Anthony finishing last, and that's why Roz also had to spin, and he was mad because legalities got Roz, technicalities got Roz.
Roz forgot to
Because
submit
Roz,
his
I
bracket.
believe Roz would have won if I'm not mistaken, right? Like, he would've-
No,
I
He
would
would've been
have
in
not have
second.
won, but I would have fell in the top 3 most certainly.
Yeah, he would have been second or third. I won by a good amount.
Took I had 2 different brackets in the wrong place. Made a bracket in the wrong place. Ridiculous.
But regardless, that is why we are here for this first hot gummy bear challenge that Anthony is going to be taking. We will be broadcasting, and this is going to be fun. Anthony, the floor is yours. We are going to sit back and enjoy. I don't have any. We don't have any music.
Don't touch it.
What?
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it with your bare hands.
Let's just play our theme song. While he does
Undertaker?
this.
Oh, don't touch it with my bare hand.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to fuck around, touch your face or something, and it starts burning. Mike, play.
Oh
the
yeah, you're right. You're right.
You said play the Undertaker?
Play Undertaker.
Okay, we will do that. For your terrible pick. All right, the gummy.
You see that box? Show us the box. Show us the box.
Let's see the box. Let's see the box.
You see the evidence. You see the evidence. Let me see the evidence. Say ah. See the evidence. See the evidence. Now,
It's in there. It's in there.
Wait a minute. It's in there. All right.
Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, this will not start. This is going to start slow. It will be a slow burn. I think we have started.
It's time for the Samoas.
We have takeoff.
We have takeoff. I can, when the body starts fidgeting. Oh yeah.
You want some? You want some?
Anthony, give me a review of Spider-Man 2.
Fuck you.
Hey, it goes in the same
Right?
way it goes in. It comes out the same way it goes in. You're gonna have to put it in the O-ring too.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You gotta have some milk, bro.
Anthony.
Ooh, shit.
Water.
Shit like that.
You got any milk?
So
It's expired.
So Anthony, what about that Taylor Swift album? Why is she the greatest?
You got no ice cream?
I'm a big boy.
I'm prepared. All right.
Wow. Holy fuck.
Oh,
Bing bang, bing bang, bing bang.
Ooh, you all right? He's good. He's going good.
The inside of my mouth feels like an inferno right now.
I hope you're taking notes, Dylan. I hope you're taking notes.
I am.
I'm a big man. I'm 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
He said, I'm a big boy. But Mike, there's a famous saying that I have before I do things that are fucking dumb. There's no bitch in my blood.
Oh, you didn't even give me a chance to
Give him
switch the camera.
Play the song, Mike. Play the
There's
song.
no bitch in my blood.
Play
Play
the
the
song.
song. The song back.
This shit is hard.
Oh, hey, yo.
It is.
Not that song. Why are you playing that song?
Wait, what song do you want? I don't have that song, Roz. I don't have that song.
Why don't you have
Hey, Dylan.
It's hitting me bad.
the face is turning colors.
It hit me bad.
The face is turning colors.
This is not good.
This is not good.
This is not good.
It is very difficult to do.
This is full of spice.
There's no bitch in my blood, though.
I would have you
I'd have to
guys
say that
side
in
by
my
side,
Achilles.
but you wouldn't be able to hear our audio.
There's definitely about 100,000 Scovilles in your body, though, right now. Flowing in your veins.
Janice is watching me through the door. This is not good.
I can see how Anthony's doing right now. Anthony is fidgeting, but he's looks like he's calming down. Nope, still drinking water. Still drinking.
He's still got the look in his eyes.
Dylan, meanwhile, is already halfway through his first bottle of water.
I'll take over from Mike. Because Mike doesn't have it right now, but
This is
It's stuck in my teeth.
Anthony looks like he is relaxing. Dylan is clearly in hell right now.
tears are coming out.
My mouth still feels like Inferno.
Dylan. All you see is just water being jugged. Just, woo. Oh, is it over? Is it over? No.
No.
It's definitely not over.
No.
That's definitely not over.
Oh.
Oh. Dylan has gone from water bottle to water bottle.
I don't think he thought this through.
No, he's calling for help. He's calling for help. It's no fun when the rabbit got the gun, is it, Dylan? It's no fun then, is it? Woo!
Go get a fucking Twinkie or something.
Get you some ice cream. Anthony's still drinking water. Still going.
That gallon's about to be gone.
Woo, you gonna take some bathroom breaks today.
Fuck me.
I feel like I have to throw up.
Oh.
Now the Holy Ghost is in the building.
Oh, did we just open the window? It's hot. We need some cold air. Oh, we're spitting. Oh.
Spitting it out.
Oh. That's definitely. That's gonna give me one of these.
Bing bang, bing bang, bing bang, bing bang.
Like he does it, that's not
Spitting it out.
He's spitting it out. Meanwhile, Anthony is gargling. What is going on? What you are witnessing, ladies and gentlemen, is two men that were not prepared for this battle. Oh, Anthony, what are you looking for? What's going? You looking for somewhere to spit to? There's nowhere to spit. Oh, wait a minute. Live look. Dylan is gone.
He has left the building.
Dylan has left the building, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan is gone. All I see is Frankie. That's all I see. Meanwhile, Anthony's brushing his teeth back there. Well, since Dylan's gone, I guess he found something. Oh yeah. You're right, Steven. That gallon of water gonna be gone. There's no way that's getting through this episode.
You only got water?
There's no way. He better start rationing that water. Wow, in the paper bag.
Paper bag.
Woo.
You know water?
This is your moment to shine, Anthony. You want to tell us about the great Taylor Swift? This is your moment. Right now. This is your moment.
You don't need no water?
You know?
Bang, bang.
What do you need, Mike? Do you need water?
I think he may need a little. I think he needs a little milk or something.
Yeah,
I don't know what this is that he's doing right now.
Some milk.
It is some milk.
Get some milk. Get some damn Twinkies. Get some bread.
Oh man, this is amazing. This is great. This is the best moment
Anthony,
I've had
I'll
in
switch.
this show.
I'll switch with you. I'll switch with you.
Right.
I'll switch with you.
Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know Dylan is still gone. I just want y'all to know
I'll switch with Dylan.
is still gone. He has vanished.
And if you thought it was this bad just doing this, wait till you have to take a shit.
Someone check on Dylan.
Which one is gonna
On
work?
podcast copy.
Someone send. So wait, Roz, I got you. I will send out the bat signal. Where is he? Oh, Anthony, are you with us? Nope, still not.
It's still not coherent.
I thought he was ready. But he is not.
Like they thought about.
Anthony is sweating. I'm just waiting because the glasses are coming off. They're coming off. I'm letting you know now.
I'm starting to get fogged up.
They are coming off. I can tell you from experience, they are coming off. You can chant Buddha, Allah. It doesn't matter. Roz, what was the thing on The Simpsons with that? You can pray to all of them. Your mouth is still on fire. There we go. You all right? We good. Oh, I thought the glasses was coming off.
Tears are coming.
The tears. Roz with the sound effect.
So who else has a gummy bear loss they have to fucking deal with? This is this is an incredible. This is an incredible. You don't want that on the wheel.
and I'm telling you, that hot chip was still worse. I refuse to believe.
Listen. I don't know if hot chip is worse because the gummy sticks in your teeth, so it goes into your.
Nah, that is true, Roz. That is true.
So even if you don't get all of it, you have to wait for it to dissolve fully. It's like,
well, clearly, because Dylan is just gone. We're flying blind with it right now. Is it the wind blowing?
The funny thing is, Anthony is taking it like a champ. Dylan is suffering right now. He has. Anthony has sat here the whole time.
Anthony has taken this like a G.
This is your year, Ant. This is your year. This is your year. You take it like a champ. You're making some awesome predictions. This is your year.
You're on fire. You are the hottest in the chat right now.
And another wheel's he's got to spin the wheel.
He does have to spin the wheel tonight though. So that's
what again?
That would be tragic.
And you can get some ice. The ice would help. Get some ice.
Ice will melt in 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
It happens.
It's still better than nothing right now.
I don't know where Dylan is. I just also wanted you guys at home to see me drinking a nice cool Gatorade that I won this weekend. So delicious to drink on my Gatorade for Taylor Swift being on the TV more than 5 times.
Oh, fuck.
The sweet taste of
victory. Sweat.
Hey, look who's
I was saying words.
Oh my God! Look at his face. His fucking changed all colors.
You robbed us of such great content. Great content.
Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, update. Oh no, Anthony just went to get more supply. Okay.
Another one.
Are you able to talk yet, Dylan?
I don't know.
Oh, hey.
Where did you go?
I ran to the bathroom. I felt like I had to throw up, and all I did was just press bread on my tongue and hack.
Nice. No, as they were doing it, as I was cool cup of
It was great because now all that heat is in my stomach, and I feel like I either have to shit or I'm gonna throw up.
Oh,
I don't know.
Fun times.
Oh, you're gonna taste it again. You're just gonna come out the other end.
Anthony looks like he's finally somewhat coming down.
Well, at least your sinuses are cleared now.
He's gonna be able to smell everything for a few days. Oh. Oh. Yeah, Dylan is still not with us.
It's not great. It's not gone. It still hurts.
Yeah.
It does still hurt. I ain't gonna front.
Yes.
Now he's going through his spiritual endeavor.
But there's no bitch.
It's like when I breathe, it's just like hot air.
Yep.
Hot air.
It hurts.
And that's
Oh my goodness! Like I said, this I see why you guys enjoyed this so much. That was great. That was great. I can't wait to send this to Breezy for him to see because he's gonna be in tears watching this. As Dylan still suffers. But while the fellas try to
No
get
bitch in my blood.
their senses back together.
You left us. You left us.
He left.
Yeah, I didn't want to throw up on my fucking setup here. That would have been miserable.
Yeah, that would have stunk for you.
I mean, like a bunch of eggs on the floor you had to clean up.
I would much rather clean eggs than my own throw up.
So Stephen, Roz, I will open up the floor to you guys. Your thoughts on the Super Bowl, Chiefs win in overtime. What were your thoughts on the game?
My thoughts on the game. It went exactly how I thought it would win. It's going to be a very defensive game. The key to beat Kansas City is you have to score 30. If you don't make it past 27, you're going to win the game. And you have to. What I thought was because San Francisco had the better team, but Kansas City has the better quarterback. Like I said a couple weeks ago, they were going against God at quarterback. And Brock Purdy wasn't gonna beat Pat Mahomes. He couldn't figure out cover 0 on every third down they fucking sent at his ass. The key play in the game was on third down. Well, it wasn't a play. The play the play that they didn't run on third down in the third quarter where they set McCaffrey in motion and the safety went with him. And even Romo's like, oh, they got him here. And then Brock Purdy called a timeout for no reason at all with still time on the play clock. Once again, Shanahan blows a lead. It's 3 times now. Figure something out, Shanahan. I don't know what else to tell you. It's 3 times you've had a nice lead and blown double-digit lead in the Super Bowl.
I would agree with that. Roz, what was your thoughts on the game?
I mean, Pat Mahomes doing Pat Mahomes things once he has the opportunity to do it. I mean, he's just a all-time, all-generation quarterback. I mean, there are a few things that I thought like would have put a little bit more pressure on the Chiefs, and we would have probably had to like, at least there would have been a chance that San Francisco could have stole this one, i.e., a few plays that come to mind. Deciding to throw the ball 3 times, I think it was like the fourth quarter, like around 2-minute mark, almost a 2-minute mark, when they had the chance to force Kansas City to use a timeout, and they had 2. I don't know what Shanahan's thinking. I think I get it. You want to kind of like end the game right there, but I think you still accomplish the same thing by running the ball at least 2 times. Worst case scenario, you cause them to use a timeout, and that's one less timeout that you give Patrick Mahomes. We can't predict the future. Would that have helped? No, but you do everything you can to stack the box against this guy and that team, given that situation, right? I also think if you're going to end up trying to kick the field goal, you should certainly run the ball. because worst case scenario at that time, they were in field goal range. They lose what? 2 yards, bad hand. I mean, bad handoff can happen, but 2 yards, maybe they get stuck on the line, but stopping the clock, they just send a zero blitz at Purdy. I don't get that. Spags is going to say, like, listen, if they get this first down, the game's over. He's going to send the best thing that he has. He's like, here's my best blitz. Here's what you're going to get. He did that twice, right? He says every time they had the game on the line, he's like, I'm going to send my best blitz, whatever. If we lose, we lose. We get caught. And I think the 49ers dropped the ball on that. The miss PAT is huge in the grand scheme of things. Yes, it's 1 point, but it changes the whole dynamic of that game. I think
changed everything. The whole momentum of that game changed.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's definitely a shame. But I think at the end of the day, Kansas City made more plays than that. And I agree with Steve. I'm saying, like, it's the 100% 49ers has a better team than Kansas City Chiefs, without it. And Brandon Ayuk gets 4 catches again, right? George Kittle basically just gets like shut and then like injured. It's like still tough. So
yeah, that fluke injury, him freaking tearing his Achilles, just walking onto the field, such a fluke thing that happens.
Huge loss, by the way. Huge loss, by the way.
Yeah,
because he was putting the clamps up on Kelsey for a while with Greenlaw. So
they shut down Ayuk, Debo, and Kittle.
Yeah, Debo too.
Beat us with Juwan Johnson. They took away all their best receivers.
I don't even. I'm gonna try to talk. I think I'm good. My stomach just hurts. I feel like I got a shit. I don't even think it's a matter of them taking those guys away. I think they took away the ability for Purdy to get it to, like, they took away Purdy's ability to get them the ball, not them taking, because there was a lot of plays where they were open. Purdy threw a lot of ducks. A lot of ducks.
Dylan.
He did.
He did.
I'm not counting the drops. Like, he had a couple drops. I'm not counting like the balls that were tipped. I'm calling out the balls that were short. He threw a lot of balls that were short. And I'm not counting the Chris Jones hit Purdy and he missed Debo Samuel in the end zone. That's not a duck. That's a fucked up throw. You got fucked up by the defender. But there was too many throws where it's like, I said this in our group chat, is like, I don't think Purdy's playing very confident, because there's a lot of plays where Purdy throughout the season gets the ball out a lot quicker than what he was. And he was holding on to the ball a lot. So that either tells me two things: that he just wasn't seeing the field correctly, or Kyle Shanahan decided to pull out a page in his playbook that he didn't pull out all year to make the game easy for Purdy, to make it more difficult to focus more down the field than he does.
And I think that is partially of what happened. So do you think Purdy didn't play well?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I think he played fine. I didn't think he played a great game. I think he had one great drive where he threw that touchdown, but all the other drives, there was something missing. And again, I don't think the confidence was really there, because I don't think he was confident in the play calling, where a lot of his stuff is very easy because you have to adjust to the behind the line of scrimmage stuff for him to be able to take the 15 to 25 yard shots to Ayuk or hit Kittle in the middle of the field. Now it's Anthony's turn.
3 drop interceptions again.
Yes, and he did do that thing where, like, the football gods really like Brock Purdy because nobody can pick him off. But is that, even though, like, he played a good game, he still only put 2 more points up on this defense than Jimmy Garoppolo did. And
they won the turnover battle.
Yeah.
Well, so that's to my point. I think Brock Purdy played fine.
Yeah, I don't think he played great. I don't think he played bad.
He didn't play phenomenal, but he didn't lose that game. He played fine.
He also didn't win that game.
He basically
didn't win it. No, he should have won it. If his coach wasn't an idiot, he should have won it.
Listen, that's not just up to the coach there. That's the players need to be aware of the situation too. Where it's like, how do you not know going in the new, or The first thing I said going into the overtime was, this is the first time overtime is going to happen in the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. The first time since this rule has happened, yada, yada, yada. We've been waiting for this rule to be played for almost 3 years. So I, as a fan, shouldn't be more aware of this rule than the people who are actually playing in the Super Bowl.
Well, listen to Shanahan. Shanahan said they practice it, so he's not sure why.
And then every player threw him under the bus and was like, "Yeah, no, that didn't happen."
No.
I don't blame Shanahan for taking the ball first. His defense was just out there on the field.
That's the only reason it would be okay in that situation, because they were having a hard time like getting off the field towards the end of the game. Once Greenlaw went out, Mahomes literally went to Andy. It was like, "Hey, he just got hurt. Like, we know what we're doing." And in all honesty, San Fran going man the last minute and a half of the game was the worst thing they could have done. You took away what was working the entire game, and you let Travis Kelce just eat up your backup linebacker and then eat up Fred Warner. Fred Warner's great when he gets to play in hook zones. He's not a great man cover because he's not as fast or quick as these guys, especially not Travis Kelce.
Yeah, but I think in that situation, because there's so little time and everything's moving fast, it's easier to just be like, "Hey, guard him," and instead of trying to call out zones and call out mixing around and trying to do like, guard him. That's it.
But you're an elite defense. That's where it's like, I don't agree with the Steve Wilkes getting fired, because obviously,
we're gonna get to that.
Like that defense held Pat Mahomes to what? 27?
That defense looked absolutely terrible.
And like the Chiefs scored most of their points on field goals.
Yeah.
So like you did your thing against Patrick Mahomes. Just there comes a point in time where like the defense can't just keep bending and bending and bending.
I think they held the Chiefs because I think the Chiefs just match up differently to them. I think if the Chiefs had one more good to decent to good wide receiver, I think the Chiefs actually beat the 49ers by a touchdown or two.
It's the same score as last time, like 31-22 or something, whatever.
I think the Steve Wilkes things doesn't bother me too much. I think what really bothers me is knowing the background as to why he was like how they put him in and said, "Hey, basically, we need a guy, and you don't have to run your system. We like the system that's here. Just learn and run the system." And I don't think that's fair to Steve Wilkes. I mean, he signed up for it, but I don't think you tell a guy, "Hey, be the DC and just run with D'Amico Ryans and Rob Sala. We have something good here. We just need you to just we think if you're fast enough to learn and incorporate maybe a little bit." That's not fair. But that defense was pretty awful the last two games, honestly, like down the stretch. The Lions were kicking their asses. Like it wasn't even, they were almost getting ran off the field by the Lions. I think the Lions were up 3 scores.
They were up 17.
They're up 3 scores, and the game was like almost like before the half. They were getting their asses kicked. So
the weakness of San Francisco's defense was their secondary,
which someone on this panel has been saying for almost 2 months. Hey, Dylan, you all right there? You all right, buddy? You all right?
Is this on purpose? Because that is hilarious if that is on purpose. It's freezing. That looks crazy.
But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Steven, because I just wanted to point out that Dylan is gone. Dylan is gone, ladies and gentlemen. I have to he threw me off there. Dylan is gone.
that still shot was crazy. That's an all-time. I wish I would have screenshotted. That is an all-time.
Oh,
that's
man.
An all-time shot.
Go ahead, Steven.
It was all about the 49ers because we all knew, like, I've been saying it all season. I've been saying it the past 2 years. Their secondary is the weakness of his team, and that front is the reason they're able to do it when they can't get pressure. Like, they had the game plan down. They were keeping their rush lane integrity the whole fucking game. They weren't freaking letting them run around. but he's just too good of a quarterback. He's just gonna get what he needs. Especially they weren't getting pressure.
Especially towards the end, there was no pressure towards the end of that game.
Yeah. They're also exhausted at the end.
They
They
were.
could have really used a guy like Snead or Sherm, like who could at least like you can guarantee one of those guys are eliminated. Maybe you put them on Valdez Scantling, and you let a guy like Sherman just hold it down, and then when Kelsey shows that he's starting to emerge, you just double team him. I mean, the thing is like I could never understand how the 49ers didn't just decide we only have one game left, just double team Travis Kelsey. Like, and if someone else beats you, like let's say Valdez Scaling comes out, let's say Mecole Hardman does that, like that's fine. But
but you're not going to accept that, you're just not going to accept that in the Super Bowl. Let someone else beat us. Like the Super Bowl, you don't want anyone beat.
No. Yeah. What you can't allow is Travis Kelsey to literally start changing the flow of the game. That can't happen at all. And they allow that to happen, and they were just basically just scheme. We're going to follow the scheme. And again, right, that's what that scheme says, right? That scheme doesn't really, it's so rigid. It's the same scheme that Salah uses. It's the same scheme that D'Amico Ryan uses. It doesn't matter if we can say man-to-man would be a better matchup for this team or this guy. Nothing's greater than the scheme. The scheme will let you figure it out. Eventually it'll work out. But then again, when the Super Bowl's on the line, you have to just kind of say, hey, listen, right? We have a backup guy in there. We have to protect our player. Maybe we can shade Warner and go there, whatever. And because, I mean, maybe they had them there for the spy, like Mahomes. I don't know. But
Mahomes also destroys his own coverage.
Yeah, I would have took that chance.
The thing is, I think overall they played Mahomes well. I think they played the Chiefs well. I don't think there's anything that just stands out. Just they weren't even that bad the last quarter. That last drive, yes, that last drive was terrible. But for the most part, I think they played them pretty well. I think honestly the X factor for this game was that Chiefs defense. I mean, we got to give them more credit. The Chiefs defense played great, especially Chris Jones. Because y'all remember, Chris Jones doesn't get that pressure, and that's an easy touchdown pass for Purdy.
McDuffie doesn't get in there on that blitz in the C gap, and there's a conversion.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got in there untouched immediately, and Purdy was just like, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
The NFL.
He played the game of his life, too, by the way.
He had a couple great pass breakups. He had one on Ayuk in the end zone in like the first or second quarter.
Great
that was
play.
just like
fantastic.
Yep.
What a play.
Again, the Chiefs, man.
Great defense.
It's just honestly, you got to give credit to the Chiefs because that defense was literally built.
Great.
But
built
defense.
They drafted.
But Mahomes did his thing too.
Mahomes in the fourth quarter, he started getting a feel for again. Once the Niners switched to man, Mahomes was like, it's over. They ran that fucking like read option on that 4th and 2. Everybody's running man. He's like, oh, easy, going, bam, gone.
Well, Nick Bosa also went directly after the running back.
Yeah, they pulled a read option out of their ass.
They haven't ran a read option in like 4 or 5 years.
Exactly. They pulled a read option out of their ass, and Mahomes like, oh.
And the same play that won them the Super Bowl last year
is the same play that won them this year.
Plays
Corn dog.
3 touchdowns last year. Ran it one time for the win in overtime. The same.
Yeah, but I'll be very honest. I thought Purdy had a mediocre game. Just being very honest, I wasn't impressed by him at all. I saw quite a few bad passes that I would definitely like to want to admit. And I feel like he played with a lack of urgency sometimes. Like, again, when they were up, I believe it was like 17-10. I'm telling my boy that I'm watching the game with, they need to put their foot on these people's necks. It's not enough to be up one score over Mahomes. You gotta get it. Get the ball rolling. And what was he doing? He was looking lost sometimes, throwing some very inaccurate passes. I'm just like, what the hell is this guy doing?
He was getting blitzed. He was getting blitzed for the life of him.
Again, I just don't understand the play calling of Shanahan in Super Bowls. I just don't get it.
I think those 3 straight passes when you're up when
That's
it's
the
inside
story.
the 2-minute warning is
But
absolutely.
it's Will's fault though. It's
It's
Will's
nuts.
fault. Remember,
He-
that's why he's not seeing them.
He's always the scapegoat no matter where he fucking goes, and he
I think
never
it's nuts.
does anything wrong.
He must be shit talking management or
The fact
coaches.
that
I
he
don't know
got
what
fired
it is.
because Greenlaw got fucking hurt is crazy.
That's not why he got fired, though.
That's why else did he really get fired? In all actuality, he was a scapegoat
I
firing.
mentioned before that
His schemes at the end of the game weren't the greatest, but you shouldn't get fired for that. Like
Holmes handling
that's crazy.
better than
I mean, we could talk about. I mean, so Roz touched on it. Steve Wilkes. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Steve Wilkes was the coach of Arizona for 1 year, and they were. We all knew, like everyone. Okay, this team stinks. They're starting their rebuild. Like, we're going to start our rebuild. Steve Wilkes is going to be our coach. They're going to be what the Texans are now. We're going to do this whole thing, and like every bad team, the first year was terrible, and then they just fired him as if he had this Super Bowl team that he did bad with.
the players played for him.
They played hard for him. Then he went to Carolina.
Yeah, they played hard for those
interim,
2 wins they got
the
that year.
interim coach of Carolina, and had them boys playing with their hair on fire.
Yeah, they just keep scapegoating him, man. He's not the reason why that team lost that Super Bowl. That's
He's not, and that's why it's insane. Like, I know I said this. I'll give Steven credit here too for the Bills coach. When does Shanahan's seat get a little hot?
It should be.
Because
I honestly think
his seat should be warming up because
But I
he's
think-
now lost 2 Super Bowls
As head coach.
as head coach. He's lost 1 as offense coordinator, 2 Super Bowls as head coach.
And
I don't blame
had a
him for last
double-digit
year.
lead in all 3.
Yeah, but you're kind of
I do blame him
indirectly
for that.
explaining why Wilkes got fired. If you think
that's
about it.
exactly what it is. He's
Scapegoating.
getting fired because he had to do something before they started looking at him.
Scapegoating.
Exactly. Because
Like,
what you just
scapegoat-
explained
he's
was
scapegoating.
his recent resume, and the owner's like, dude, what the? You look at this string of just conference finals losses, Super Bowl losses, and it's just getting to a point where it's like, what's going on here? Disney saying, I'm sick and tired of this. You know? Like things have to change.
Like,
think
I don't
Wilkes-
like they played a completely different offensive game plan in the Super Bowl than they did all year.
Which is why I don't blame Brock Purdy for
That's
that.
why I'm not either. I'm not blaming Brock.
Because-
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't playing with confidence because it wasn't what this is not what he
He's used to
played.
doing. And
Yeah.
Brock is not at a point in his career where he can just go
do
to
that.
the line and just be like, no, check this, check that, check. No, they're going to tell him what to run, and he's going to go run it to the best of his ability. So I don't hold him like
No,
Brock
I'm not
was
either.
mediocre or Brock. He did a damn good job of what was given to him, to be honest with you, because like we've all said, the Chiefs defense was on fire during that game.
Bro,
And they still had a double-digit lead. Now, I'm not saying Brock
Legarius
played
Sneed going to get paid.
Brock
Oh,
did not
yeah.
play perfect by no means. Because, like you said, he threw a couple balls. He definitely should have had 3's high. I know 1, maybe 2 should have been picked off. But
Yes,
like,
2.
Two of them should have been picked off.
he didn't play bad. Like he you know
No,
what he did?
he had some good plays.
For 48 minutes, he matched the best quarterback in the world because he played just as well as Pat for 48 minutes.
and I
And
think that-
if you tell me going into that game that Brock Purdy and Patrick Mahomes are going to be a wash for 48 minutes, I'm going to tell you San Francisco wins that game because there's no way Brock should be playing even with Patrick Mahomes at any point during the game. And he played him even until the last 2 minutes.
Well, you
when
consider the
Pat
talent. You
was-
still got to take into account the talent on the field, though.
But listen,
He has
Shanahan, the only reason why the 49ers didn't just outright lose that game towards the end is Shanahan realized,
They got outcoached.
holy crap, I have an all-pro running back. As soon as they start giving the ball to CMC, all of a sudden the 49ers start winning the game. And this is what I was talking about. Like, Shanahan does this thing where he decides that, oh, the other team is going to just basically just like mind game me, and now they're expecting me to throw the ball, and I'm not going to throw it, but I'm going to throw the ball because they're expecting me to throw the ball. Like, so I'm just going to do some reverse psychology. Run the ball, dude. Like, the guy was in the running for MVP. You don't hold back on CMC, and CMC will say the same thing. You're not going to You're not going to give him, run play action. You play off the run. As soon as they started playing off the run, you started seeing things opening up for Purdy. You started seeing some of those linebackers not shooting the gap. Spags didn't really blitz like that for a long time because he was afraid of that, him leaking out the backfield. And that's been the crutch of the Chiefs all year. They don't do well with backs coming out the backfield in the flats, and they don't do well
which
with
is why they got caught on that trick play.
Yeah.
And that's why they got caught. And that's why I'm like, I don't understand that. I feel like, I wonder, like, when Shanahan is looking at these plays, what is he thinking? Is he thinking like, they're going to know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to do it anyway because they think I'm going to do something else? It's like, there's nothing wrong with just saying, hey, listen, we have the better team. My guys against your guys. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, run the ball, dude. Like, have some balance. He did the same thing with the Patriots and the Falcons. He got cocky and he was like, I'm just gonna we're gonna blow them out. I'm gonna throw the ball.
I'm gonna run it up. He tried
I'm
to
gonna run it up. Run the ball. That's what you should have done.
That's how you run it up on them. Run the ball.
If
He wants
the Falcons run the ball
genius.
10
Definitely.
or 15 more times that game was not even close. Not
He
even
was
close.
so bad
Not
to get
even
out of his
close.
dad's shadow. So bad to get out of his dad's shadow.
That it comes down to that world famous 2015 Washington coaching staff that didn't win shit in Washington. Well, all the guys are on there. He's in McVay's shadow. He's McVay's little brother. He's in his dad's shadow. He wants to prove that he's a fucking genius. And it's all on him. That's what he do. That's why he's called. That's what he differentiates from what he does in the regular season in the fucking Super Bowl. It's like
So strange.
Yeah, but they're also thinking about next year too, in this off season. You know what it's going to look like for them. You know,
That's
because
why you win the Super Bowl.
a lot of them are probably saying the same thing. This was our last chance. This was our last run.
No shut.
They may have one more year because they
their
can't
window's
talk.
not shut.
They have one more year because they can't talk
shape.
contract extensions with Purdy until after the 25 season.
Besides Purdy, there's still other free agents. There's still
But you
other
can make that
people.
work. You can make that work.
I wanna also say,
Is that thing where they wave the wand and the cap doesn't exist? Is it one of those things?
The cap doesn't exist to teams who don't want it to exist, right? When you have
Oh
a
yeah,
window,
that's right.
it doesn't exist. When you have to pay your quarterback, that's when it's like, okay, maybe this actually exists a little bit, and it makes things very.
I mean, it's going to be interesting because there's some guys they're going to have to make some very interesting decisions on, there's a lot of smart people in the front office to deal with the cap, but Ayuk,
they're paying a lot of people.
Ayuk, Young, CMC. There's a few guys in there that are like.
They got a top linebacker, and they got one of the top wide receiver contracts.
They're also paying Ward pretty well.
Warner starts accelerating. It's going to be some. There's going to be some. And Bosa
Trent Williams
kicking in. It's going to be kind of
Eric Armstead. Nick Bosa.
Look for somebody to shake free. Look for somebody to shake free that you were not expecting from San Francisco.
I also want to point out that Steve Wilkes, compared to the previous,
Chase Young,
he's better numbers in points allowed, yards allowed, and forcing turnovers than the previous defensive coordinators.
And they really did him dirty firing him now because he can't even really go get a job. Like,
I know.
Everything's filled. Like, everything's done. So, like, it's a scapegoat because I'm going to call a spade a spade. The Niners choked. They should have won that game. They choked. Shanahan choked. The offense really just shit the bed. Like, again, we all talk about Brock Purdy is not the best player on that offense. But outside of CMC, Brock Purdy was the second best player on that offense.
And
so
they got five
Kittle, Trent Williams getting penalties. Like, they looked like those lights were too bright for them because I don't even remember the last time I saw CMC fumble, and right out the gate he fumbled. Trent Williams getting false starts and holding penalties. Like, they looked like those lights were too bright for them. They got out there and they were like, whoa, this is
very surprised that Brandon Ayuk got 4 catches after what he did.
They targeted
with that
Debo
Lions game.
11 times. Like Debo is the Swiss Army knife, but at some point, Brandon Ayuk is standing over there. Like throw him the
1,300
ball.
yards.
Throw
1,300
him the ball.
yards.
Also, they're also
Kittle is a
yards.
borderline Hall of Famer. Throw him the ball. Like,
13
So that's the
1,300
Chiefs have a
yards,
great
man.
secondary.
you got to figure it out.
1,300 yards.
No, they got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. You're a genius.
Chiefs have a great
Figure it out.
secondary now.
Figure it out.
He's a
Because it was working in the first half.
He's
Yeah.
a genius
And
regular
George
season.
Kittle getting nothing is like basically crazy. Like that's
It's
crazy.
criminal.
Too. That's
Criminal.
crazy.
And you know why it's criminal? You know what makes it even worse, and which is why Andy Reid is the GOAT as coaches? Because Travis Kelce had 1 catch in the first half. He's losing his mind, running into Andy Reid on the sideline, and then what happened? Travis Kelce started getting the ball.
Are you saying
They
Kittle
started
should have ran
running-
into Shanahan?
I mean,
Maybe.
he also
What
he
I'm
also had
saying is,
backup
Andy Reid,
linebacker on
they
him.
started calling plays for him. They started running plays specifically for him to get the ball.
Be out there on that play that they fumbled on. He wasn't out there on that play.
That's all. That was it. Hey,
It wasn't out that. He's like, I need to be out there so they think it's a fucking pass. That's why the guy
that's
fumbled.
why he got mad. Yeah.
They're playing on the guy that's guarding me is punching the ball out, but I'm not out there.
Shanahan trying to recreate the wheel in the Super Bowl
is nightmare fuel.
is just like what I don't. That's just malpractice. You spend all year setting up the deep. It is. You spend all year really dominating from behind the line of scrimmage to set up the deep plays to just say, "Fuck it, I'm not doing that."
McCaffrey would have been the MVP of that game. He had like 80 rushing yards, 7 catches, and 75 receiving yards.
He balled out
And
when he got the ball. When he got the ball, he
still should have got the ball more.
And he still should have gotten the ball more. He should have gotten like 5 more targets, and he should have gotten
he should have
like
at
5
least
more
5
handoffs.
to 7 more.
There is no way. There is no way in hell that you're Kyle Shanahan. It's 3rd and like I don't know what the yardage is, like 1 minute and 52 seconds on the clock. You really gonna sit there and really believe in your heart of hearts that Steve Spagnuolo is not gonna blitz you? You really believe that?
Tony Romo was sitting here calling it for us. He's gonna blitz. He's gonna blitz. We know it's coming.
But that's what he's known for.
And Shanahan has the best weapon against it because 70% of his offense is from behind the line of scrimmage.
Run a screen.
How it's 3rd and 4 with a minute and something left in the game.
You know what he does? He gives Brock Purdy a 4-step, 5-step drop. Unbelievable.
And then his offensive line blows the coverage. Like
unbelievable. I find that unbelievable. He did it twice.
You have to give CMC the ball. Or you've been using Debo all night. Throw Debo a screen then. Throw him a screen. If you're just hell bent on using him all night, throw him a screen. Like
all guys on the offense are known for getting yards after catch.
Yeah, the Yak Monsters. Ayuk is a Yak Monster. They decided we're just going to stop throwing the ball to you.
All of them are Yak Monsters.
And you can't figure out how to get him the ball in these situations you, for the last, I don't know, the entirety of your offensive play calling career have been able to do this?
They were
start-stop guys in the league. Plays to not run a play that he can do like a start-stop. You don't believe in him. I know Steed is great. But come on, man! Like you're in the Super Bowl. Like let your guys that brought you here ride the horses that
play the classics. Play the classics. Play the songs everybody knows.
Play the classics.
Double move something, man. Something. Deep post something. I don't know. Well, we spent a lot of time on the other side of the field. Let's talk about the winners. Let's talk about the guys that actually lifted the trophy. That got the trophy. That I don't know if you guys, this made me laugh, but when they do their walk with the Lombardi trophy to the podium, having Joe Montana have to walk through that was just pure comedy to me.
Wasn't that John Elway?
It was John.
It was Elway. Was it Montana? I saw Montana.
No, Elway was the person to hand the ball to
the last one.
The last person, yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought Montana was second. Okay.
Well, Montana played for both teams, so it don't really fucking.
Nobody knows.
But he's
him
a
as
Niner.
Kansas. Nobody knows him as a Kansas City.
My favorite one of those is I think it's the Patriots Eagles Super Bowl where Willie McGinnis is walking this thing and they have the camera all up in his face like touch that motherfucker on live TV. I'm just like, and they said get the fucking trophy out of his hand.
I
Get the
remember
trophy out of his hand.
I remember Roz's favorite player, Broadway Joe, walking the trophy
The
down
Patriots one.
and
Oh,
going, "Yeah, this is for you. Go ahead. This is for you. You got it. You got." Oh, what a man that man is. What a great guy. This is for you. You guys can touch it. But can we talk? You know what? There's no sugarcoating. We can all just go around. I would love for Anthony to start since it's his favorite player, but Patrick Mahomes is just that guy, man. If you didn't know, now you know. He is that guy. Because
sitting there
despite all
watching the game with Janice and her brother decided to come upstairs.
He is the undisputed, not even up for debate, one of the greatest QBs of all time, the third greatest quarterback of all time. He is a magician out there on the field, and he's clutch. He is Mr. Clutch. Just how he galvanizes his team, his decision making,
that Anthony has
his act. Dylan, I'm not done yet. Dylan, I'm not done yet. His will to win and the fact that he literally can carry a team on his back. I remember when Tyreek Hill left the Chiefs and people were clowning them, Keenan Allen, and everybody thought, oh, people are gonna get exposed, blah blah blah.
Everybody is you.
I think they haven't lost a playoff game. Two straight Super Bowls. Yo,
he now has more Super Bowls without Tyreek Hill than he had with Tyreek Hill.
And again, I mean, even they said it at the parade. I forgot. I think the manager kind of joked about it at the Super Bowl parade. He was like, "This was supposed to be our down year." Remember, like he said something along the lines of that. And again, to this day, at this very moment, that's what still scares me. This was supposed to be the Chiefs' down year.
Because
this was their worst offense. Forget about the defense for a second. Forget about the defense. This was a mediocre offensive unit. Led the league in drops. I believe they led the league in drops.
Yes.
Who is their best receiver? What, Rashid Rice?
Yeah,
right.
Who's not? He's not bad, but he's not Tyreek Hill.
No, it's not.
Travis Kelce. We gotta be honest. Kelce played like a bum for most of this year, and they don't have the first round bye. They're not. The Super Bowl's not going through Arrowhead. They gotta go on the road.
Never played a road
Baltimore.
playoff game.
Never played a road playoff game. They got to go at Buffalo, at Baltimore with this offensive unit, and they still win the goddamn Super. I'm over here sitting here before the playoffs talking about, man, Chiefs ain't making it. You know, they got to look towards the draft. They got to look at, how they're going to bolster this offensive unit. It's not Super Bowl ready. Still won.
When you got Pat Mahomes, you're Super Bowl ready. That's literally that's literally it. You got Pat Mahomes and a solid defense, Super Bowl ready.
As much as Pat Mahomes did credit, that whole team up and down, from Veach to Reed to Mahomes, they're cooking with absolute fish grease, man. Their drafting they do not get enough credit for their drafting.
They just need one more receiver.
Get enough credit. First of all, they picked up Trey Smith in the 7th round. What's his name? They picked up Smith in the 7th round. Instantly becomes an All-Pro. Instantly. He was worried about having blood clots. I think he was coming from the University of Tennessee or something like that. And people were like, we don't know if he's going to be able to play. What does he do? Not only does he play, he instantly becomes an All-Pro, been All-Pro since. We're going to go ahead. We're going to just pick up Isaiah Pacheco. We're going to pick Isaiah Pacheco up. We just don't think that we need depth for the backfield. Nope. Not only is he depth for the backfield, he becomes one of the best running backs in the league, legitimately. Then all of a sudden, our first round picks, Trent McDuffie, Karlaftis. We picked arguably, Trent McDuffie was considered to be like the number 2 and number 3 cornerback, fell to those guys. All the Chiefs ever needed was the defense. If they had the defense, then we can work with Pat Mahomes and probably, work around his contract. And then you have Pat Mahomes, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, you can miss a few times with a guy like Pat Mahomes, but if you just hit a few times, you have what you have now. They just hit on like 4 real major spots, like, you know what I'm saying, like a supplementary pass rush to just kind of stop double teaming. They hope to stop double teaming Chris Jones. A running back. They got their 2 top cornerbacks now, right? Now you have to think going into next year, arguably the top 2, because McDuffie was all pro this year. We know what Snead can do. Are they the best cornerback duo in the league? You can make an argument for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then all of a sudden, like, you have Travis Kelce moving. And think about this. Like you said, the Chiefs don't really have that dog on the wide receiver.
Mhm.
And believe me, they free up some money. There's some guys in this free agent class. There's some guys in this draft. They go up and get those guys. They make that phone call. If you're Mike Evans, if you're T. Higgins, and they say, hey, look, we got some money for you, bro. Hey, big bro, we got some money for you. You know, you might not make as much as you want out there, but we'll get like within like 10 million. You want to rock out. Imagine Mike Evans on the Chiefs. Imagine T. Higgins on the Chiefs. Imagine Romo Dunze on the Chiefs.
I don't want to imagine.
Well, imagine Malik Neighbors. Imagine like guys like that on the Chiefs. It's not even fair. Like,
There's only,
fair.
like I said, I think I said in the chat, there's only a few teams in the AFC have a really good chance of being able to compete with Kansas City, you know, and the list is very small, especially if they do go out and fulfill that prophecy of getting one of those receivers. Then it's just like, okay,
It's nightmare
and
fuel.
now they've filled that part up, great, and then
nightmare
they're even in talks with Mahomes about restructuring his contract
Yeah,
too
that's
to
what I'm
free
saying.
up
Will every
more
year.
money.
And they'll do it every year.
Good.
This is the year.
Because,
This
like Dylan
is-
said, the cap doesn't exist.
Cap
this
doesn't
this
exist
what
if you
happens
wanted
when
to.
you- This is. Oh, you know, we played with some David Givens. We played with some Deion Branches. Hey, you want to try to get Randy Moss this year? Let's see how that goes, right? You know, and then we know what happens when a wide receiver like that enters the fray with a quarterback.
Yeah, they
who's
lose the Super
in a
Bowl.
bag. I mean, they almost go undefeated, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, if
look,
that's the case,
yeah,
then I want the Chiefs to get a top tier receiver.
the worst thing I think that could ever happen for me is the Chiefs go out there and they get Mike Evans because he's made his money. He already has his yards. He wants a ring. And he
Well,
just
he
goes and
wants
signs with the
wants
Chiefs.
money.
Well, he already has a ring.
Yeah, he wants
Yeah,
money.
he does. But I'm
Yeah, he
saying,
already
like,
has a ring.
he's gonna. I'm saying, but he wants another ring. Is what I'm saying. You know, like, you have to watch out for the guys that are like in the mid to like end of their careers who are just going to be just mercenary mode. Like, you give me enough money, go ahead and we'll rock out for Pat Mahomes. Like, Pat Mahomes with Mike Evans or T. Higgins and Travis Kelce, I don't see how they don't repeat. How do they not repeat?
The
And
key,
another year of Rice too.
And another year, Rasheed Rice. Everyone gets slotted where they're supposed to be, right? So Sky Moore now becomes that slot guy where he can utilize his shiftiness and quickness. He doesn't have to be the X or Y receiver. And then Rasheed Rice plays his natural position. He's going to be a problem. And everyone starts slotting to where they need to. And then now it's too much. It's too much. That's really too much. I don't know how you can ask any defense to stay in front of that team. I don't think you do.
the key to Kansas City right now is they got to get that Chris Jones contract done. They got to get Chris Jones because his defense is incredible. He's the youngest defense in the NFL. Chris Jones is the one they need to lock up to shore up their defense and their franchise from Jarius Snead. See if they can take some wide receiver in the free agency. Higgins is going to be franchised. The Chargers are going to clean house. Evans will be available. Who else is available? Justin Jefferson.
Michael Pittman Jr.
There's going to be some guys, man.
He wants to know what's going on at quarterback.
I think the Chargers also released Mike Williams, who's an interesting guy.
Yeah, I think they refresh at wide receiver completely.
Yeah, I think he's going to stay healthy.
They're definitely going to release Mike Williams. There ain't nothing to think
I can
about
also
there.
see a guy like Mike Williams getting cheap for the Chiefs too. That's also a problem because if he's
healthy, injury prone,
if he stays healthy,
I mean, he's better than Kadarius Toney.
light years.
Not saying much.
I mean,
yeah, but he's not better if he can't play.
Kadarius Toney,
Yes, he is.
that's the same.
Yes, he is.
Actually, I take that back. You're right.
Kadarius Toney also can't even play.
You got guys that's not even playing that are still like you haven't won a championship with guys that's not even like playing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
So
So the Chiefs, man. I think
I will
think the
give
Chiefs
this. Go ahead,
are
Russ.
like one of the most fun teams to me right now. I really enjoy watching them play more so than the Patriots. I think Pat is a great guy to root for. I really do.
They're so much easier to root for than the Patriots. So much easier.
It's not even close.
Really?
It's not even
Way
close.
easier.
Not even close.
Wow.
But I will let Dylan. Well, for one, they don't
What?
cheat, so that helps.
There's that.
What?
They don't,
Dude, there's like rigging allegations every Chiefs game.
There's rigging
You know the
allegations
Chiefs led-
every fucking game
the
because
Chiefs-
gamblers
the
are
Chiefs-
upset.
The Chiefs led the league in holding penalties, their O-line. And all of a sudden, they didn't get called for a single one. In 3 straight Super Bowls, they did not get called for a single O-line call. Meanwhile, I'm looking up the pictures, and they're literally showing pictures of these motherfuckers holding like every other play.
There's holding on every play in every game.
It was something about the Super Bowl over the past 8 years. Haven't been that many holding calls in any Super Bowl game.
By the way, the Patriots used to hold a hell of a lot and never get
Untrue. Untrue.
Oh,
It
my.
is true. Again, yeah, this Anthony's
All
being
right, now, yeah.
It's true. Go look at the holding penalties. Somebody
They're
posted
holding every play for every team.
holding is on every play. Offensive linemen always hold. Look, the last 8 Super Bowls haven't been that many holding penalties called.
Listen,
So let's get that
as far as
narrative.
likability, I'm gonna have to push back on that. I think honestly, Travis Kelce is unbearable.
What?
Rob Gronkowski is a lot more likable to me than Travis Sucker.
We're gonna take it with a grain of salt.
Because you're a Raiders fan, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
just.
No, it's not even just that. Travis Kelce,
Absolutely.
he's a douchebag.
They're easier to like than the Patriots.
But then I could say the same thing for you, Dylan, because you're a
No,
Jets
but
fan.
I'm not alone. That's the difference here.
Roz is also a
Jets.
Jets fan.
Yeah,
Mike is not a Jets fan. Steven is not a Jets fan.
Yeah, I think Gronk
Steven
is more
actually
likable
roots against
after what
me on
happened.
everything.
Wait,
So,
Steven, who's your team again?
he's a Cowboys fan.
Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah,
Shout
so
out
it's
to
like,
Kevin
Yeah, but
Hart.
you
I-
can't even
that
say
hilarious commercial.
he's saying that because he's my brother. My brother hates me. So he would absolutely root against me in every facet.
I don't see a world how y'all can literally say that Rob Gronkowski is more insufferable than Travis Kelce.
He's not. I mean, that's only because of what happened recently. But before that, I had no problem with Kelsey. I thought what he did with Andy was Bush League.
It's Deflategate. It's the cheating with the cameras and destroying the evidence, the cell phones. It's Belichick's pompous, arrogant attitude at post game.
So bad. Roger Goodell, the evidence was so bad, Roger Goodell threw them in his fire.
Just he obliterated the tapes.
That's
He
how
said,
bad.
no one should see this.
It's that. It's Brady acting like a buffoon on the sidelines, and everyone just saying it's passion.
Uh-huh.
It's Tom. It's passion.
It's Tom kissing his tongues on the mouth. It's fucking disgusting. It's
Kelce
gross.
literally
He's a
ran
piece of
into his
shit.
freaking coach. He literally bumped his goddamn coach.
And if that was Brady,
literally
you'd be calling
screamed
him
in
a
his
leader.
face.
If that was Brady, you'd be calling him a leader.
But if
Look
the
at Tom's
Chiefs had
fire.
lost that game, if the Chiefs had lost that game, Anthony, that would have been what we started the show with, because that would have been the number one story. They would have been talking about kicking him off the team.
Yep.
If they had lost that game. But winners get to write the story.
Yep.
Dylan, I caved out this time for you to wax poetic about why Mahomes is the greatest quarterback ever. We've run long,
God.
so you have all of 2 minutes. So
Mute your ears, guys.
I don't need 2 minutes. Pat Mahomes is the greatest quarterback of all time. Anthony's list is Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes. Aaron Rodgers hasn't done nearly enough in his career compared to Pat Mahomes. Drop Aaron Rodgers down
Look at
below
Dylan shitting on his own quarterback.
the basement of Drew Brees and the lower tier of top tier because Pat
How you
Mahomes.
talk this bad about your own quarterback? It's crazy.
How about you shut your fucking mouth here? Let's do that. We'll mute you right there. You go ahead and you put Pat Mahomes in upper echelon. He, like Roz said on Sunday, he is Michael Jordan in his prime. He's not even 30 years old yet. 75% win percentage in the Super Bowl.
It's more like
3
this,
Super
like-
Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, all the yards, all the touchdowns, significantly blows Tom Brady out of the water, as well
In a
as a better
passing heavy
athlete,
league.
stronger runner, stronger arm, much better than Tom Brady could have been as a quarterback, period.
In the past happy.
You can keep
Yeah.
trying. I'll just do this. He is the greatest. We are watching it happen in real time.
You say a pass happy league where he also named 2 quarterbacks that are in that pass happy league.
Like, and again, Tom Brady was a game manager at this point in his career compared to Pat Mahomes. Tom Brady was a game manager. You said, oh, Tom Brady won those Super Bowls. He put the team in field goal range for the kicker to do it. The difference between Pat Mahomes and Tom Brady is Tom Brady had to give the ball to Adam Vinatieri. Pat Mahomes gave it to him fucking self.
Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, Pat Mahomes also had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce for his first 3 rings. Who did Tom Brady have?
First 3. Tyreek has 1 ring.
That's still one of the 3. That's still one of the 3,
Tom
and he had
Brady has
Travis
arguably
Kelce
the
for all
greatest
3.
Receiver of all time.
No. I'm talking about his first 3 Super Bowl rings. Dylan, his first 3 championships. Who did Brady have? Who was Brady throwing to his first 3 championships?
He was a game manager. Who cares?
And Pat Mahomes had a great defense this year.
And
arguably
still not
top
even close
3.
to what those Patriot defenses were. So
Oh God, I'm not gonna argue that. I don't want to hear none of that.
He had fucking Tom Brady.
Dylan, he is the 3rd great.
He has 7 Hall of Famers on the defensive side of the fucking football, and arguably the greatest kicker ever to put him in these situations. Pat Mahomes had Travis Kelce.
Tom Brady
He had Tyreek Hill once.
No, you know what this is? This is 3.
He had Tyreek Hill.
That's where Pat Mahomes stands. He's number 3.
Where does Tyreek Hill weigh next to Randy Moss? I want to ask you that. Tyreek Hill weigh next to Randy Moss? Is he even fucking close? Is he even in the stratosphere of Randy Moss? No, he's not. And the difference is
the greatest offense and couldn't win.
Tom Brady had the greatest wide receiver.
But you're not asking the right questions, guys. You're not asking the right questions. The question is, what offensive talent did Brady have during his 3 rings that were comparable to Travis Kelce or Tyreek Hill? What offensive talent did he have? Could you compare?
That's a great question.
Come on, man. We got to ask the right questions here, guys.
Defense.
Again, he never had the talent that
Mahomes had a great defense this year. Mahomes had a very good defense this year.
Tom Brady,
great cornerback, one of the best pass rushers. Let's not sit here and act like Mahomes didn't have a great defense this year.
Mahomes possesses at this point in his career. He didn't have the arm. He didn't have the mobility. He didn't have the ability to create plays.
And still won 3 Super Bowl rings.
Off the back of a defense and his kicker. Off
the back of a defense and his kicker.
If the Niners would have won this Super Bowl, he would have done exactly what Tom Brady did. Game managed himself to a Super Bowl.
But he didn't.
With Tyreek,
but he didn't.
Who they are.
He couldn't do that with his all-world Avengers offensive talent.
Hey, can I ask you who caught touchdowns for the Chiefs in this Super Bowl?
What?
Who caught touchdowns for the Chiefs in this Super Bowl?
You talking about the game?
For the Chiefs this year. This year, who caught Super Bowls for the Chiefs? Who caught touchdowns for the Chiefs?
Are you talking about the Super Bowl game or just
the Super Bowl? I've said it 3 times. The Super Bowl.
Hardman, McCall Hardman.
McCall Hardman is just on par with every weapon that Tom Brady had in his career. Go right ahead. Who's the next guy?
Are we talking about touchdown?
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Marquez Valdez-Scantling was the second guy. Deion Branch is better than Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
What was Kelce's stat line for the game?
Do nothing in this fucking game. For 90%.
He didn't do nothing in this game. What?
That's not true.
Question.
What was his stat line?
That's not true.
In the first half, he didn't do shit.
Here's the question.
Second half, he had 8 catches for like 90 yards.
Yeah, come on, Dylan. Come on, man.
90% of the game.
Come on, Dylan.
Getting his yardage until the 4th quarter.
Here's the question you asked.
He's still 8
Super Bowl wins. How many Super Bowl MVPs did he win? And Pat Mahomes Super Bowl wins. How many Super Bowl MVPs did he win?
Because Brady has other players on his team who have won Super Bowl MVP. Pat Mahomes is the guy.
Brady,
okay,
quarterback to 2006. What happened the next year? They traded for Randy Moss.
No. See, I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm not entertaining anything past the 3 Super Bowls, because we haven't seen what Mahomes Chiefs gonna look like after the 3rd Super Bowl. Now we got to see. that. See, you keep mentioning 2007 and up. I'm not mentioning that.
If this Chiefs team gets there again, you can't say anything. You
If
can't say anything.
And whoa. First off, what?
Nobody's
No,
ever won
if
in a row. If they do it again,
if they three-peat, more power to you. They three-peat.
It's Michael Jordan.
You'll still see one of those losers that says 7's more than 4.
But that doesn't mean he's better than Brady.
It would
7,
be. It would
25
be.
years.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would. Because
No, you wouldn't.
that has never ever been done in the history of the sport.
I know, but Dylan, you're one of these people that looks at a game manager as just like someone who just doesn't do anything. It's almost like the equivalent for you. Like
That's not true at all.
even if Brady was a game manager, that's still an incredible feat for him to guide his team to 3 Super Bowls in 4 years with not nearly the offensive talent that Mahomes had. That's
It's
still a
very
great
easy to do
feat.
that as a game manager. Again, a game manager is a negative connotation.
You're just proving my point, Dylan.
I don't care what anybody
You're
says.
just- You're just proving my point.
If you're a
You're
game
just
manager,
proving
that is
my
a
point.
negative connotation because you are not a game changer. The way Cam Newton describes it is correct, but it is absolutely a negative connotation. Game managers are not guys who change the game.
You asked who he had on fucking his offense. He had Corey Dillon as a running back. Corey Dillon had 1,700 yards rushing.
Corey Dillon was pretty good when he was playing, though.
Exactly.
Okay.
Very good.
He had a running back.
He was a very good running
Mahomes
he's a
had
very
Isaiah
good running
Pacheco.
back.
Was pretty good.
Isaiah Pacheco was
who's a really
nowhere
good running back.
near as good as Corey
But he's
Dillon.
still a very
So
good
I don't
running
wanna
back.
hear none of that.
I'm not doing
None of that.
comparison. He's still a bit. Okay, so
None of that.
I'm glad you brought up running back because I forgot to say this. Mahomes also has a really good running back, one of the greatest tight ends of all time, if not the greatest tight end of all time. Tyreek Hill, which they still won a Super Bowl with Tyreek Hill, arguably the best receiver in the game. Arguably, you can mix him in with Jefferson and whatnot. Come on, Dylan, what are we doing here?
Tyreek Hill won a
We're not
Super
even
Bowl.
talking.
Tyreek
Dylan, hold on,
Hill was
guys.
a
What-
late-round draft pick
Dylan,
who was a
Dylan, hold on, hold on,
special teamer.
Dylan,
He
hold on.
turned into
We're
that.
not
He wasn't
talking
bad.
about Mahomes. We're not talking about Mahomes had superstars. We're talking about Mahomes have all-time
Mahomes
great
turned
tight
Tyreek
end,
Hill into
and
a
then
superstar.
arguably the best receiver in the game on his
Mahomes
team.
is doing
And I'm
things that
glad you
Peyton
mentioned the
Manning
running
did.
back position
Peyton Manning
because
got
I had
Austin
to,
Collie
as someone
paid.
who had
Peyton
Pacheco
Manning
on his
got Pierre
fantasy team,
Garçon paid.
Pacheco balled
Fucking
out
Pat
this whole year.
Tyreek Hill from a all-pro special teams.
Then y'all want to sit here. Brady was a
all
game manager. He got carried by his defense. What?
Then running.
I think
How many
the-
passes?
Dylan, pull up the stat.
Pacheco
What's
barely
that?
cracked 1,000. Did he even make 1,000?
What stat am I pulling up, Anthony?
Brady, and Mahomes is 28, right?
Yes.
And yeah, Brady was 28, and I believe 2005. He was born in 77 or some shit like that. Yeah, so pull up those stats. That would have been around his 3rd Super Bowl.
You mean the same stats I put in the group chat earlier, which were him blowing his stats out of the water?
Pull up those stats.
Let me get it.
Yeah, I think we also need to talk about whether or not Andy is better than Bill Belichick as well too. Because at this point, Andy,
I also got another one for you, Dylan. Here.
Andy's been on multiple teams as a head coach, and Andy has had success too. So, maybe Pat just has a better coach as well too. We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe Pat's also turning water to wine.
Pat is. I mean, the question about Tyreek and Kelsey is, would they be who they were without Pat at the same time? To the question.
Because the answer is no, because remember, Tyreek Hill, when he first got into the league, was an all-pro punt returner. He was not a good wide receiver. He was just fast. The person who
So why was there not a drop off when Tyreek Hill went to the Dolphins?
Because
he had Tua throwing passes to him instead of Pat. But he still had Tua throwing him the ball as opposed to Pat
Again,
Mahomes.
Tua was force feeding him the ball in the same system that turned McCaffrey into a fucking machine.
But Tua's not Mahomes. Tua's not even close to
He
being
was
Mahomes.
also a one-read quarterback who got the ball to Tyreek every fucking chance he could. Tyreek Hill, besides CeeDee Lamb, I think Tyreek is the second most targeted wide receiver in football. Tyreek Hill was about to break the single season receiving record if he didn't miss 4 games because all Tua did was throw him the ball. Jalen Waddle didn't get to have a great year because all he kept doing was force feeding Tyreek Hill.
I wouldn't call it force feeding.
It was force feeding. That motherfucker was getting balls every fucking chance he could.
I wouldn't call it force feeding, but we're gonna wrap this up because we'll be here all night with this topic. Andy Reid's the best coach of this era, but we move on to basketball. Basketball. There's nothing else. Basketball. We're not going to talk about Usher singing "My Way" first.
He didn't sing "My Way."
We're gonna go.
That's the problem here. He didn't sing it. He didn't perform it.
It's the first song. It's NBA All-Star Weekend. NBA All-Star Weekend. I know Roz is about to drop off. Roz, you got any? I don't know if Dylan has the participants
I'm trying to find
ready.
it. They haven't done shit.
Can I just say that, of course, like Isaiah Stewart decided to crash out before the All-Star Weekend? Like, can we just mention, like, he couldn't even wait until All-Star Weekend was over before he decided to, like, put his career in jeopardy. That's talent.
I would love to know what the argument between him and Eubank was, because what? Like, you punched him? What is happening here?
What is... Like, I got to drop off soon too, so I think I should probably spin that wheel very soon.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. We will get the wheel ready.
Yeah, let's get this wheel thing done.
Oh man,
I've got the music ready.
Going back to back like the Chiefs though.
No.
Don't hot gun the Chiefs.
We can. Oh, Dylan, we didn't get to add the. There's going to be a new thing added to the wheel. I don't know if it's Anthony.
Why are there two hot? There's two hot choices. God.
So what am I adding to the wheel, Michael?
So I wanted to add, because we've had so many instances with respins, winner's choice. So the person that you lost said bet to can just pick.
Oh, I did add it.
We do have it up there. Oh, it is up there. Okay. All right. So then
Mike, close the music off real quick. For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home, let's get ready to spin it! For those of you who don't know, Anthony has to spin the wheel because he made a ridiculous proclamation that game manager Brock Purdy was going to win MVP. And not only did he not win MVP, he also didn't get a single vote. So this is Anthony's punishment for making such a stupid fucking thing. So I know we started the show off giving him a lot of love for making some right predictions, and kudos to you, sir. But let's not forget how fucking wrong you are. That's why you are here today spinning this wheel for everybody to watch. Thank you for hitting music.
Why did I speak to that?
Let us spin the wheel because you're fucking silly, Anthony.
Should have bet money on that.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
oh no. Oh no.
This is cheap.
Oh,
That's
no.
cheap. That's cheap, man. You rigged the wheel, man. You rigged the wheel.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, Dylan.
What the fuck is the
I'm
egg count?
emotionally ready.
Choose.
Pick.
Oh no.
What will it be? Let the
Find out
fans
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
Oh my god, this motherfucker, man.
I will think about it.
It can only be what's on the wheel right now.
It can only be what's on the wheel, so I will not try to do anything crazy. But man, this feels great. This is euphoric. For me to have to go through that bullshit with this fucking gummy, where I'm probably gonna have a fucking ulcer after because I still feel like I have to take a shit. It's gonna be wonderful.
Long time room for that one.
Yeah, man.
Nothing makes me like this. Doesn't nothing could make me feel any better than picking the punishment of Anthony.
This some bullshit, man.
This is next level.
This is
rigged, man. I want to retake. This is rigged.
Don't worry, Anthony. What do you least want to do on here? What do you most want to do on here? Let's feel that one.
Well, I definitely don't want to do that goddamn egg challenge.
Yeah, you're not doing that one. Don't worry.
The hot gummy bear really wasn't that bad to be. I mean, it was bad in the beginning, but get a gallon of water and I'm good.
You did take that gummy like a G. I will give you that. You
You know, it was
absolutely-
it was horrible in the beginning. You just have to keep chugging that cold
Just
ass
hurt.
water. Like,
Well, the water I think made it worse because then I just started chugging all the heat down to my stomach. So that's probably why.
no, you know what I did? I saw Dylan like spitting it out, so then I started spitting it out. I was like, okay, this is actually like working
Much
better
better.
than just
You
like
didn't
chugging
see
the water.
that part, Dylan. You didn't get to see that part.
No, I was too busy dying in my bathroom.
But nah, fuck that egg challenge, man.
I'm going to tell you right now, Anthony. I know you don't like seafood.
Oh, he's already got to pay for that.
I know he's got to pay for that,
Oh.
but it's between the sushi challenge and the TikTok dance video.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Because
You
I have
motherfucker!
yet to
You mother-
get anybody land on TikTok dance video. But I will, next time on Dragon Ball Z I will do my research. And I'll make sure I get you a good Renegade video.
Oh my god!
But I will marinate in this next week. Next pod, I will have an answer for you.
Find out next week, guys.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Time on Dragon Ball Z. Any predictions,
Sure.
Anthony, for NBA All-Star Weekend? 3-point contest, dunk contest. Me and Dylan are about to make some bets. So if y'all got any predictions,
I think Steph wins. I think Steph is going to win.
Oh, okay, we're gonna have to go through the list again because I
I'm
don't
trying.
remember everybody. Well, I got Jaylen Brown winning the dunk contest. He absolutely has my vote.
oh. I mean, I think he has a chance. I think he has a chance because he's
And shout out to
popular.
him for being a relevant player in the dunk contest. I really
That's why I
appreciate
think he has a chance because he's popular and he's relevant and all of that. But Mac McClung is going to win again.
I was gonna say Mac McClung is definitely gonna win that.
He's going to win.
Yeah, but I'm rooting for Jalen though.
Why
Are the,
is it so
and
difficult
Tonto-
to find the participants?
Are the Intensicopo brothers in the skills challenge again?
No.
Great question.
I don't know why
Damn, I
they're
wa-
in the skills challenge to begin with because what skill do they possess?
No.
What are you talking about?
You guys see
Alright.
the video I posted like 4 times in the chat of Thanasis Thanasis begging for the ball just for him to get hit with a 8-second violation, air ball layup, and then it was an epic meltdown of Thanasis trying to gun his way to getting some points. Unbelievable by Thanasis.
There was endless hate towards Thanasis.
Don't got a problem with Costas or
Alex.
Alex.
All right, Roz, we
Potential
will see
champion.
you next week.
Let's go Lakers.
Thank you for witnessing me die, Roz.
It's okay. I think
Epic face from you
it's a pain with that.
of when your computer froze and your face is just sitting looking there.
You know what you look like? You look like Luffy when he saw Sabo, literally. Yeah, with the face and the eyes popping out. Yeah.
Of his eyes, you got to save that and make a meme out of that, Mike.
I'm going to try.
Just for you, Roz. Just for you.
I wish I would have screenshot that. I was like, yo, that is crazy. All right, John.
See you, sir.
Yes.
Alrighty.
I'm trying, for whatever reason,
Roz, Dylan, why don't you have it? I have the skills challenge right
I
here.
can't find it. Maybe
have
I'm
the
still
skills
fucked
challenge.
up from this gummy bear, but I can't find it.
I will take over. I will take over tonight.
All right.
I will produce the show.
Thanks, Pod Dad. Did you show off your fucking Gatorade while I was gone?
Yes, I did. Yes,
Yeah,
I
he did. He did.
Many a
That
debt
man
was
was.
paid. Many a
Which-
debt was paid tonight.
Wait, how many packs of Gatorade?
I have a whole pack of
I got him an
Gatorade
8-pack and 2 singles.
and 2 singles.
I almost said, fuck it, here's 2 8-packs because I'm going to lose a Gatorade bet sooner than later.
All right, can you guys it's still showing that one. We don't want it to show that one. We don't want it to show that one. We wanted to show this one. Okay. There you go.
Okay. Let's see my vote for
Oh, the
skills
skills
challenge.
challenge.
Skills challenge. I got the skills challenge up first. I don't know if you can see that.
I like Team Pace.
I like Team Pacers too. Thanks for getting rid of it, Mike.
Sorry, go ahead, Dylan. Go
Are
ahead.
you drunk?
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I like Team Pacers.
I also like Team I like whatever team Scotty Barnes isn't on. So
That's
give me
but,
team top picks.
Scotty Barnes, Tyrese Maxey, who we should have trolled Rods before he left because Maxey's been killing the league lately. And Trey Young, who I hate, so I'm not taking them.
Last time Scotty Barnes was involved in something like this, he did dreadful.
He
so I'm can I predict him to be in last place?
I am also gonna go Team Pacers.
Well, I'm going team top picks. I like Team Pacers, but I'm going team top picks because Wemby in a skills challenge actually I think can do his thing. Same thing with Paolo.
I'm gonna go
shoot threes though.
Team top picks.
I'm not confident enough to put a Gatorade on the skills challenge though. Nope.
As he's reaching
Anthony,
for his Gatorade to drink.
I am reaching for my Gatorade to drink. You are absolutely correct.
He's confident enough.
Yeah, I need to start doing more Gatorade bets.
It's wonderful. Anthony? Who you got in the skills?
I got Team Pacers.
Team Pacers. Okay. Let's see if I can. No, we don't want all-time winners. Okay.
Oh, the Bucks lost to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I saw that they lost on the last second shot. Steph versus Sabrina.
Look at that. Thanasis didn't play. Not a blowout.
Oh my god. I gotta go with Sabrina, man. I gotta go with the upset.
I'm still so torn.
I'm very torn because she's shooting the women's line, right?
No, she's shooting the men's.
Oh, shooting the men's line?
She said, fuck it, give me the men's line. And I respect it.
I respect it too. Ah, fuck.
Wait, the fans decide who shoots last? Ooh.
If she shot the women's line, I was picking her.
If she shoots last, she's going to win. Because she's got that clutch gene in her. If she shoots last. Well, you know what? Steph is just...
People lose a lot of money betting against the greatest of all time. So, there's only one man I know that can beat Steph, and he's not involved in this. So, I'm going to go with Steph Curry.
Going with Steph.
Steph can't lose. Like, that's the problem. Steph can't show his face in the locker room if he loses.
If he loses, oh, no. If you're Draymond, you have to beat him up. You have to beat him up if he loses.
But I feel like the crowd is going to be behind Sabrina.
The crowd is definitely going to be behind Sabrina.
Oh, man. Steven, where are you going?
He's going Steph.
No, Steph. Everybody's going Steph. I could pick up some Gatorade right now.
But it's like I don't think Sabrina can't win.
That's the
problem I'm running into right now. But there's certain people you don't bet against. Pat Mahomes, you don't bet against.
Steph Boogie,
like all you guys did.
The Pat Mahomes
I didn't.
I didn't. The Pat Mahomes of the NBA. I also can't.
She plays for my Liberty.
Our Liberty.
Our Liberty.
Sabrina, baby.
Fuck it, I'm going with Sabrina. Fuck it.
Girl power.
Fuck it. And actually, yes, Anthony, I am going for Sabrina because I am the champion, the cheerleader for the WNBA in this pod. I'm going, yes, me. Fight with him all the time. All I do is big up the women in here. You guys have no idea what I go through in this chat.
The Berettas only root for men.
I watch the WNBA. What are we doing here? Anthony, what's the last time you watched the WNBA?
Anytime I was watching it, I was watching it recently. I was watching it.
Lies.
I was
You
watching
can't
it
even pronounce
recently.
Serena's last name.
You can't either.
Oh, man.
I can. You go first.
I just said it.
You go second.
No, Steven, stop. You go. I'll go second. Go ahead. Pronounce it.
I can't remember.
Yeah. I'll let you look it up. Go ahead. Look it up.
You can put it back on the screen if you want.
Honestly.
You're gonna try and find it phonetically.
He's gonna phonetically spell it.
Well,
He just saw the phonetically spelled. And he was like, "Fuck."
While he's doing that, we'll put up the 4 names for the slam dunk. I've already tipped
the
my hand.
Toppin brother.
I've already tipped my hand. I'm going Mac McClung again. Although I do
The
think Jacob
sleeper
might.
here is
Jacob
Jamie
might.
Jocks.
He's not doing that.
You're crazy. The sleeper here is Jamie Jacques Jr. That's the sleeper in this. Am I going with Mac McClung? Yes.
Who's got the least playing time of this?
Jacob Toppin, because he's a G Leaguer.
No, he's on the Knicks. He's on the active roster right now.
Oh, he is. Well, you guys,
Yeah,
because
he
that
got
guy's
called
are
up.
decimated. So
Yeah, we're down bad right now.
How many minutes he averaging?
He's
more
only-
than Mac McClung is in the NBA. So.
yes, more than Mac.
More than Mac. Yeah, I'm going with Mac McClung.
Shout out to
Sabrina
Jerry.
Ionescu.
Did he sign with the
Wrong.
Magic just for this game? So he
Yes,
could be.
no, that's right.
It's wrong.
It's Ionescu.
No, it's
That's
not.
how you pronounce it, but it's okay.
Well, my phone was wrong. Shit.
So are you.
Who you going with the slam dunk?
Jaylen Brown, man.
Oh yeah, you did. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You did say
No,
that.
big
You did
big
say
props
that.
to Jaylen Brown for doing this.
And he's got a chance because, like I said, he's the big name. He's the
Again, we need to bring relevance back to
And it's gonna be
Jacob
Mac
fucking
McClung.
Toppin.
one. But it's gonna be Mac McClung. Like he's
Because
just,
Mac McClung does this. This is what he does. You have to get guys who care about it. And it's not a matter of just getting superstars to do it if they don't really practice it. Like, this was Mac McClung's thing before he went to college. Like, this is all he did. YouTube great.
so I'm going with Mac. Also, is that so? Steven, you're doing Mac or?
Yeah, I'm doing Mac.
Big Mac.
And
I'm just hoping that Brown doing this will encourage more people, more
Me too.
superstars to maybe
Not if
want to
he stinks.
join.
If he stinks, then it's all.
Well, no, if he stinks, yes. I want him to do good.
and the main event, I purposely put this on last
Ooh,
because this
God.
This is how
3-point
it should be.
contest, this
3-point contest should close out the show.
This is gonna be a thing here, boy.
Ooh.
I will let you guys marinate on this for
This
a
one, I
moment.
think I might want to bet some Gatorade.
Oh yeah, we do got to put some Gatorade on. So I put Gatorade on this.
I'll put Gatorade on this unless we're picking the same people.
Yeah, I'll put Gatorade on.
All right.
Well, obviously, if we're picking it.
So
Anthony, who are you picking?
can you see it, or do you need me to put the names there?
No, I can see. I'm just thinking. I'm just
Okay.
thinking.
I just want to make sure because I am also debating because I know who I want to pick.
I'm thinking between two people right now.
Fine, I'll take mine first before you guys say anything. I'm taking Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, he wasn't one of them. So.
He was one of my two. He was one of my two.
I'm taking Laurie Markkinen.
Ooh.
Fuck it, I'm taking Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan.
I guess
was
you're
my
taking
other.
Dame, Mike, huh?
No, Donovan was my other one.
Oh.
Donovan was my other one. But I want some more Gatorade.
It was between Mitchell and Karl Anthony Towns for me.
I think Cat can win. Damn, I wanted to pick Donovan Mitchell, but no, fuck it. I'll take Cat. I should take Jalen Brunson just because.
I would love to take Jalen Brunson, but I don't think he's good for this contest.
I don't either because he's catch and shoot. I don't think he's a
and
set
like
shooter.
dribble pull up.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Surprised
a
no
set
one's
shooter.
taking Dame.
I mean,
I don't think he'll repeat.
Dame is. It's hard to repeat. That's the problem. And it's always and forever will be fuck Trae Young. So no.
After watching Halliburton last year absolutely fucking light it up, I'm like, oh, he's built for this contest. He's a set shooter. He's built for this.
So how many packs of Gatorade are we bet?
Facts. I'm doing
one
singles.
bottle of Gatorade.
I'm on a single.
Dylan's like, nah, I'm good.
Bottle of Gatorade.
We doing
I
a
just
single.
spent fucking $12.
Are we doing a single?
Let's do a single. I want orange this time, Dylan.
I want
Let's
yellow.
do an 8-pack, man. Let's not be cheap here.
I'm not. You could
Just
bet
a-
an 8-pack on. That's because you got Donovan Mitchell.
We're betting singles over here. So are you in or not?
All right, whatever. We'll do singles.
I'll
at
tell you
least
this.
2 bottles,
I'm
man.
about
Can
to
we
say
not
two
be
bottles.
cheap here?
2
I
bottles.
no. I
Two
would say
bottles,
it's
please.
the 3-point contest. I'll do 3. I'll do 3.
Yeah, three
Three-point
bottles.
contest.
I'll take yellow.
I want orange.
Yeah, you guys are both disgusting. Let me take a fruit punch.
So you're taking red. That's what I take.
Yeah.
You could get your stupid what is it?
Terramana.
Zoa, whatever.
It's Terramana.
Terramana.
You want some prime? I'll get you nasty. Prime.
Oh, Prime. Yes.
I
I love me some Prime.
Prime and a Logan Paul action figure.
Steven, who you taking? You don't have to participate if you
Lori.
don't want to. Oh, you said Lori.
No, but let's stick to Gatorade. I want to keep it.
You
Keep
wanna
it
get it?
consistent
You
here.
getting in on this Gatorade bet, Steven?
Nah, way.
You could just Amazon it.
I'm gonna say I could definitely get you some. I'm a man of my word.
Yeah, we'll
can get
Amazon you a bunch of Gatorade.
some single. Just come outside and it's just mad bottles of Gatorade.
Dad's gonna come home and just be like, "Why is there so much Gatorade out here?"
Gatorade all over the place.
Steven, why are there 4 boxes with other people's names on my front step?
Just full of Gatorade. So all right, so that's we were gonna do the Stephen A versus Shannon. Remember you wanted to see the teams?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I looked at it too.
I'm telling you
I already
right
know.
now,
I
it's
already know who I'm
bullshit that
picking.
there's nobody really worth a damn on here, but
It is-
I like
it is
Team
Elks.
Shannon.
What? Oh, I think Team Stephen A is gonna pack them up.
You want to know why? Because I've been watching videos of Kai Cenat packing up
He
9-year-olds
cannot.
recently.
He can't play. I'll put Gatorade on that too.
9-year-olds.
You said I'll put Gatorade on that too.
We'll put a Gatorade. I'm going Team Shannon
I'll put a red
because
Gatorade
I'm
on
going
this
with
one.
Micah Parsons.
I'm gonna
Micah
put a red
Parsons is going to
Gatorade
go
on
out
this
there and
one.
try to
Wait,
fucking
let me
ruin
see these
CJ
teams. Let me see
Stroud's
these teams
fucking
real quick.
game. Because
Hold on, because this is my first time seeing this too, huh?
I would love to go with Uncle Shannon, but Stephen A stacked the deck.
What,
Oh,
Matt
Dylan, I don't know about
Ridley?
this one. Team Stephen A looking really good.
Wait, hold up.
CJ Stroud and
Never mind.
Natasha
Never
Cloud are
mind.
gonna pack-
Never
Oh,
mind.
never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I think you had to take a
saw
look at that one
name.
again.
I saw one name and I said, never mind. I saw Tristan Jass and I was like, nope, never mind.
CJ Stroud is a baller.
Never mind. Have you ever seen Tristan Jass play?
No.
That
Nah,
dude is a fucking hooper. No, he's a YouTube hooper that hoops. Like
but I heard
freedom
Kai
and all
Cenat
that.
isn't bad though.
He got better. He stinks. He's been
Quincy
working with
Isaiah,
Steven,
come on, man.
but I know CJ
unless they
Stroud can
plan
ball.
on-
Matt
Unless they plan on
Metaworld.
giving Jewel Lloyd the ball the entire game, they're gonna lose.
I mean, Micah Parsons will do his thing,
They're gonna.
but Tristan Jass.
Yeah,
Probably gonna win,
Stephen A. Team Stephen A. gonna wash.
Yeah.
Steven
CJ
A.
Stroud's probably
pack
gonna win
them up.
MVP.
Yeah,
Steven's
CJ
gonna
Stroud.
They're gonna pack them up. So,
Oh, this is bad. Yeah, CJ Stroud said he gave Jamie Jocks 40 in high school.
oh,
Yeah.
He said he
Yeah,
gave
I
Jamie
saw
Jocks
that. I
40.
saw that.
Once I was like, okay, CJ Stroud's gonna get some. He's probably gonna he's gonna be a little iffy because he doesn't really hoop like that anymore. But him with the ability to get hot, and then Tristan Jass with the ability to get hot, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm all set. Yeah, never mind. Team Shannon, you're in trouble. Kai
Yeah.
Cenat ain't gonna be able to take you to the promised land there. That boy's all 5'4".
All right, so that is NBA All-Star Weekend. We don't have to bet on the actual game because it's not
Who
real.
fucking cares?
It's not real.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it because it's gonna be some.
It'll be
crazy
on in
alley-oops.
passing. It'll be on this other monitor while I'm playing something.
Be some crazy alley-oops, but
I don't gotta work on Monday.
I don't either. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna have some adult drinks. It's gonna be a good night Sunday night. Good night.
I don't have to either. You're absolutely right.
All right.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna miss all the Saturday stuff,
Yeah. And Saturday is gonna be a fun night.
and that's the best time.
Do you have anything else for us, Anthony? Do you want your shouts before you leave? Are we gonna? Because if we're gonna do UFC 299, then Ant's probably got to go. If not, we could just do I'm him to call it.
Yeah,
We've
I'm
only got
gonna just do I'm gonna do my I'm him real
Let him
quick.
get his I'm him, and then let's go. I just looked at this card. We need to do this.
Okay. So we will let Anthony do what he's got to do, and you can do I'm him and do your post game goodbyes.
Who is my I'm him? Actually, I'll be honest with you. I don't have an I'm him. I really just have an I'm her. Caitlin Clark.
I mean,
Got
hey,
to give it to her.
she broke the record. She broke
She
your
broke the
booze
record,
She broke your booze record.
She definitely did. No, actually, no. I do have an I'm him. Usher killed it.
It's a great
My
performance.
top 3 favorite halftime performances.
Anthony in the midst of it was like, "This is the greatest halftime show of all time." And meanwhile, was like, "All right, call."
I don't remember ever saying that. I don't recall. Dylan is lying to you guys. Don't believe him. But it was a phenomenal halftime performance.
That it was.
Usher did his thing. It was a trip down memory lane. Just playing all my favorite songs, and it was just great. It was great. So he's definitely I'm him.
Originally recorded on
Taylor.
Freak Week was my highlight of my week because then it made the performance make even more sense as he was performing it to Freak Week at the fucking Super Bowl. I was like, why are they playing Katie Pablo?
But yeah, this was a good show. Debts were finally paid.
You still owe us an ice bucket though,
and we have to go to Hook and Reel.
And we gotta go to Hook and Reel. Anthony, what are you doing Saturday?
Debts have been paid today, and there's still unfortunately more debts that have to be paid. But we will get there. This is a good step because I've been through a lot of things, so I wasn't able to pay off this debt, but finally I've been able to do it today. So that's good. I don't make excuses like other people. So, but this was a good show today. And thank you guys for watching. Again, like I said, more debts will be paid. Dylan will figure out what torture he wants to put me through next week. But we will see. And you guys have a wonderful night.
All right.
All right. Take it easy, fellas.
All right.
Spoiler alert, he's absolutely TikTok dancing. Spoiler alert.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Can't wait.
It's going on the page.
Pick the girliest TikTok dance.
I'm thinking about just picking the Renegade dance.
Oh, we're gonna do Savage.
Oh, Savage. Oh.
Steven, you diabolical human.
Savage. There's the water dance.
Oh, that one. I think Savage is it. I'll have to do some research.
What's the other one that Beyonce has? I can't think of it. But
hold on, time out. Can we talk about Beyonce's album real quick? Have you listened to all of it or just some of it?
Wait, the album came out. I thought she just dropped 2 songs.
Oh, then it was just 2 songs.
Okay.
I heard one of the songs on TikTok and I was like, she came out with a country song?
Yeah, they're both
slaps.
country. They're both country songs. Yeah.
That slap?
we absolutely have to bring this to the chat too because I'm definitely going to tell Anthony that Beyonce does country music better than Taylor Swift.
Yes.
But yeah, it's UFC 299. Let's get this done in 10 minutes.
I got you. All right, let's start off with this is the only main card, not prelims or early prelims, where we just see these fucking losers that'll never make it.
Are you sure you have a right card?
299.
Oh,
This is March 9th. Oh, it's 298. Oh,
I'm about to say Sean O'Malley is.
damn!
Not
I was like,
fighting.
we got MVP on here.
Sean
right.
O'Malley is not fighting.
All right, let's start with Anthony Hernandez versus Roman Kopylov. Look at you, your face. I'm going with the favorite. I'm going with Anthony.
Who's the
Hernandez.
favorite? That's
Anthony
what I'm
Hernandez.
going with.
Now
this one.
Merab Dvalishvili versus Henry Cejudo.
And Cejudo's the underdog, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes. Because I hate Henry Cejudo.
A lot of people seem to.
Because he is what you call
A tool.
cringy as fuck.
And man knows how to fight, though.
Great fighter, but he's
Is he
also a
washed?
midget.
Is he washed?
Yes. I'm going with Merab.
I'd hate to put Gatorade in the hands of this not nice character. I might be. So, are we doing like Are we doing what we usually do? Just plus minus, like at the end of the card.
Yeah, at the end of the card.
So
winner of the card wins the Gatorade.
I would really need. This.
For those of you at home, I won the last UFC card.
Finally, it was the first one you won.
Shut the fuck up.
Henry Cejudo. I'm picking.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pick him.
You're going with Triple C. All right, Jeff Neal versus Ian Gary.
Jeff Neal for the win.
Jeff Neal for the win. Bobby Knuckles versus Paulo Costa.
I will never. Here's a fun fact for you, Dylan, that you can always know this. I will always pick Robert Whittaker. Just always. He's my favorite UFC fighter right currently.
Really?
It has been tough to watch this slide, but he is my favorite.
Really? Because I'm also going Bobby Knuckles.
I will go down with the ship, and the ship might sink this weekend. But
I will never pick Paulo Costa for anything.
I also don't like him because I know he's on steroids. But
well, he doesn't get popped.
Neither did Manny Pacquiao.
It's a lot different. Where Paulo Costa's actually not on steroids. With the he's not, man. Maybe now that USADA isn't involved, but before when USADA was involved, he would message them to come to test him, and he always passed. He would have popped if John Jones is gonna pop for fucking steroids. Paulo Costa should have fucking alerted it the second the piss hit the vial.
Well, your goat is a crackhead, so
a little bit different. My goat's also the fucking goat, so.
He's not. He's actually not. But
he is. You're crazy. And Volk versus Ilya Topuria.
Who are you picking for this fight?
I'm picking Volk.
I think Volk's gonna lose.
Then stand on business.
This guy's a killer. Like, have you seen?
Stand on business.
Have you seen him fight?
I have, but I've also seen Volk. The only man who really beats the dog shit out of Volk, besides homeboy in the weight class above him, is
on 8 days notice.
On 8 days notice is what's his face from Hawaii, Max Holloway, and he got robbed.
No, he lost.
No, he got robbed.
No, he lost. He beat the shit out of him in the last fight.
You're delusional.
Max definitely won the second fight.
Yes, but delusion. Yep, going Volk.
My only problem.
Are you standing on business, Michael?
My only problem is this man looked Volk in his face and said, "You're short." Like, I don't like, because Volk is short, and he very much gives me little man complex. So saying that to him in his face, just like I told you, tugging on Pat Mahomes' Superman's cape, talking about you've never won a road game, that really made me uneasy about that game. And I have that same uneasiness about this fight. Like, I feel like Volk is going to be like, hold my beer. But this guy's a killer. Like, he's an actual killer. Like, and I think that mystique Volk had is gone. Because he didn't lose, even though it was 8 days notice, and I will, for the life of me, never understand why he signed up for that fight.
Because he's a gamer. That's why.
But
he's
it shattered the
gamer.
mystique now. He got knocked out. Like, he didn't just lose, he got knocked out.
He lost on 8 days notice. His mistake on a weight class above his. He's all right.
But he got separate. You don't know what that did to his body. He got separated from his senses.
You're doing a whole lot of talking for somebody who hasn't made a decision.
What are we? We're even.
We're even. We have one different.
And it's Cejudo, and I can't put everything on Cejudo. So, yes, Volk loses. Because I can at least get a split. How many are we putting on this card?
How many do you want?
I'm getting 3 from the 3-point. I know I'm getting 3.
You're not winning.
You're giving, and I want orange for the 3.2.
And I want yellow.
I want orange, but for this card, I only want 2.
I'll match your 2.
But you saying 4?
No.
Oh,
I agree with
okay.
you.
I'm
do 2.
not doing 4.
I'll do 2
on Henry Cejudo.
Winner gets
Absolutely
2.
not.
Winner gets 2.
But for the UFC, I want red.
I want yellow, regardless.
Red. So this way, when I win the 3, because Saturday is going to be a great night for me. So you're going to have to go get me 5 more Gatorades. 3
I'm not
orange
doing
and 2
any
red.
of such things.
Can't wait.
No such thing is happening.
Cannot wait. I might crack me open a Gatorade on Saturday just because.
I will do no such thing
right now
sir.
and drink this cool tonic of sweet victory.
I will do no such thing, you fucking loser.
All right, let's wrap it. You think after all this, after 70 some odd episodes, I have the graphics ready, but make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Hit the notification button. Follow us everywhere that you get your podcasts. We're there, audio and visual. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Twitch, Spotify. We're everywhere you want to be. You want to find us, YouTube for the video. Shout out to the guys at Shot Talk. Yeah, I'm all set. We can wrap this bad boy up. We still got 3 minutes, so goodbyes can actually be a little long-winded if you want. Steven, you have the floor, sir.
All right, I am him. We're gonna go to Super Bowl. We get a Super Bowl MVP. Pat Mahomes doing it again. His 3rd Super Bowl MVP. His 3rd Super Bowl ring. Let's see if he can go 3 in a row. Leading the Chiefs back in overtime to come back with a heroic performance. Pat Mahomes. I'm him.
I was going to pick the greatest quarterback of all time as my I'm him, but I'm not putting him. I'm going to do the couple gentlemen that helped take down the shooter at the parade. Not only are you him, you also deserve championship rings. So
I completely agree.
Team better take care of them. Take care of them.
Hopefully the team takes care of the family with the funeral expenses, which I'm sure they will. Kansas City has a first-class organization. The Chiefs are a well-run organization. Andy Reid is that guy, so I wouldn't be shocked at anything else. But I agree, Dylan. They definitely deserve I mean, if they get the real deal, that's great. But even like a replica or something.
Yeah,
give them one of the WWE belts or something.
Yeah, something. They deserve something because too many people didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Reward the bravery.
I also agree with Dylan. I'm him definitely goes to those individuals that helped with that. If we're gonna stick with sports, then fuck it. I'll do it. Andy Reid. You are the coach of this era. I don't care what anyone says. You have 3 Super Bowls, countless championship games, and now when you get equal talent to Bill Belichick, we all see what happens. Andy Reid, the coach of this era, Big Red, congratulations. You are now in that upper room, and I think you've already caught Belichick, but you're on your way in the minds of the sheep who think everything Patriots is just the best ever. So,
Fuck Bill
honestly,
Belichick.
I mean, I'm with that. He ain't got no job. He out here unemployed. Need to go get a job.
Why nobody want his old ass?
You need to go get a job or go be a coordinator somewhere.
Gonna be on TV.
24/7 home care isn't going to be in the contract, Bill, you old fuck.
By the way, Dylan, when you laugh, I just want you to know why you laugh. We definitely put this out for you.
Oh, Batman himself couldn't have saved me. I sit there, I was yelling at you, get me bread. I was just sitting there putting bread on my tongue.
Oh, man. Thank you for a great night. I will be fulfilling my debt. I thought was doing it tonight, but Anthony said
Anthony
no.
wants to Photoshop a picture for you.
So who knows what that's going to be. We will be doing March Madness brackets again, and the same rules will apply. Last place in the March Madness bracket will be right back here spinning that wheel. Mike Artis, we're coming for you. Just know we're coming for you.
I got a weird, sneaky suspicion that Anthony's going to be in last place again.
Last year was bad. His picks
He picked
last year was
Texas A&M, right?
yes,
To win the whole thing.
the whole thing. That's like a 9 seed, which was
And they got eliminated in the first round.
wild.
Like, are you picking based off like football history or what? And that wouldn't have made sense because Anthony doesn't watch college football.
It was. I don't even know why he participates in this because he does not watch college basketball. But all for the pod, all for the content. Thank you guys for watching us. Let me get one more Chiefs logo on.
Welcome to the Red Kingdom. Shout out Tech 9.
Shout out Tech 9, and with that, we bid you adieu. Good night.